Hey guys, I'm going to talk about how to create responsive apps using Flutter on different types of mobile screens. I'm not going to talk about responsive apps on screens of different archetypes like mobile screens and tablet screens. We're only going to talk about mobile screens, but the logic can be applied to other screens too. So in Flutter, there are no percentages when it comes to defining height or width, and the only unit available is a logical pixel. So if you come from the CSS background, you can always specify that. I want the width to be 80% of the screen width. I want the height to be 75% of the screen height. So you cannot really do that in Flutter. As I said, in Flutter, the only unit available is a logical pixel. Um, so when you write some beautiful piece of Flutter code and you spin up your simulator on and your iPhone 11 shows your app looks quite beautiful, but when you switch from iPhone 11 to Nexus 5, there is the overflow error, as you can see here at the bottom. Um, that makes sense because on the iPhone you said I want 200 plus 300 plus 300 pixels, which is going to be the total height, but the Nexus 5 doesn't have so much real estate. So the app kind of overflows on screen. So, so how do you fix it? So for the exact reason, Flutter has a widget called Expanded. Expanded widget will take up the remaining available space left, even if it is less than the specified pixel. So let's say we specified 300 pixels for the orange widget, right? And if you wrap that around with the expanded widget, uh, Flutter will take up less than 300 pixels and only take up the remaining available space. So let me show that to you here. So it's a pretty simple app. As you can see, it has three containers, blue, green, and orange, right? So let's say we want to wrap the orange with expanded, right? So it's pretty simple. So we just wrap that around with expanded, and there you go. The overflow is gone, and it just takes up the remaining available space. And so if you feel that, oh, you know what, I want to have the same kind of ratio like I have on my iPhone, you can wrap all the three widgets with expanded, and then it should work just fine. Um, so and the other thing I wanted to talk about is, so usually when you have a bunch of widgets on your screen, um, you don't want to sacrifice the sizes of some widgets. So let's say you don't want to sacrifice the blue and orange dimensions. Like you want them to be 200 pixel, and you want the orange widget's height to be 300 pixel. And you're flexible with the green widget. Like you feel that it doesn't matter. Like if it's 300, it's great. Otherwise, it's okay. So maybe you want to wrap around the green widget with expanded. So yeah, let me show you how that works. So we just undo the changes real quick. Right, and then we just wrap this around with expanded, right? Like, so you do that, and then you can see here uh, the blue and the orange widgets are true to their dimensions, but the green widget just is less than 300 because we wrapped it around with expanded, and it takes the remaining available space. So to give you a more like a live example, right? So let's say you're designing, or you're working on your sign up page for your app. Maybe the blue widget is the logo, and the orange widget is the login and the sign up buttons, and the green widget is the size box, right? So maybe on an iPhone 11, a size box of 300 pixel makes sense because then kind of looks more beautiful. But on a Nexus 5, it doesn't matter. The size box doesn't really matter that much. So you just say that, what, if 300 pixels are available, great. Else, just shrink it to whatever is available. That way your app will still look beautiful. You're not sacrificing the UI experience. So yeah, so that's how you create responsive apps using Flutter, so that it can adapt to like different mobile screens. So yeah, hope the video has helped. Let me know in the comments section what do you feel about this video, or if you have any questions, or like if you want tutorials on uh, like something on Flutter. So let me know.